Flosstube, it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome back. It is Monday, December 6th, 2021. Yeah, about 10:30 in the morning, getting this started. I've got some sewing projects on top of just like regular stitching to do. So we're just gonna hop into it. I just want to say welcome to any of my any new subscribers, any returning friends. Thank you for being here. We're part of the Under 1,000 Subs Club. It was originally created by Carrie at Carrie and Stitches. Heather Link is my homeboy, and they invited me to come along for the ride. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Kristi, Kristi's Needlework. Needlework quarter. I cannot talk, Kristi. I'm so sorry. She's amazing. She's doing some great Flossmas. She's doing it once a week and opening some really fun advents. And she graduated from the Under 1,000 Subs Club, so she has hit that 1,000 sub milestone, and so congratulations to her. It's so exciting. Carrie has also graduated. Heather isn't doing videos at the moment, but she was super close. There's a lot of people that are super close. It's really neat to see that, and just appreciative of you guys that watch. And I'm not doing like a Flossmas this year. I'm gonna maybe try next year because I'd like to try it, but daily recordings don't always work for me, so they can get a little nutsy because I don't record on my phone. I record on a camera, so I have to set it up and I take the batteries out every time because I don't have one of those that is rechargeable, but it's fine. Maybe that's what I should ask for Christmas, is a new camera. Yeah, this one works great. I love it. So let's just hop into it. And both winners, Tina Stitches and Daniela Jessica, have contacted me about their prices. I will try to get them out this week. So I know both of you are international, so I will try to get some tracking on there, and yeah, we'll just go from there. But I did finish this is the Riker maneuver, and it's from, oh, I told Dawn, hang on, I forgot the, excuse me, one moment please, let me find, there it is. Stay Sane Stitchery on Etsy, and I'll try to remember to link it below. But yeah, this is the Riker maneuver. I did on 18 count Aida, 2/1, 2 strands of DM, and it's all just DMC. So I just need to frame that, and my brother's Christmas present will be done. Yay! That's the only finish I have. I've worked on my sock, and I've not done a whole lot. I've started the heel turn, so I'll try to remember that next week. For my knitting, and I'm doing the Rose City Rollers socks. So let's get into stitching. So December was the start of a new zombie run, our final zombie run of the year, and so what I'm planning on doing is I hit all 4 of my pieces, and then I'm going to, which I did, I hit a minimum 200 on my first 3 pieces, and then I got my first mile done on Blue Moroccan lace. But we're going to see how far we get on beading and see if we can get all the beads done with this zombie run, which I'm pretty excited. And we might have extras, but I don't want to count my extra miles because I haven't been counting my extra miles. So there we go. Come on. So my first piece is Lady of the Flag. Love her. And I put, let's see here, 200 stitches. And this area right here, I closed up this, and then I started on this. So this is as far as this is the edge of that row right there. So I'm going to kind of get up to here, get all this filled in as well, and then we'll move the Q-snap up, and then we'll be back up to this area. So that'll be exciting. She's going to remain one of my focus pieces for next year, and we'll talk about WIPGO in a moment. And talk about plans for that. But That's Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. It is out of print. No, you cannot have my copy. I hate saying that, but there are a lot of people out there that are, can I have that when you're done? And, you know, if they don't offer it to you, you know, or say, hey, I like that pattern, you know, but if they don't offer it to you, don't ask. So, anyway. But this is my Mermaid of the Pearls. And I worked on this part of her tail. So this is the further, the darkest part of her tail outline. And then I'm going to work on filling this in, but that was about 200 stitches. All right there. That's better. I love her. She's so pretty. And here's what her finish looks like. And I have all the beads. She's got lots of beads, but it'll be fun. I really don't mind beading. We were talking on Virtual Stitchers. Me and Laurel and Alma were talking last night on Virtual Stitchers, and Alma's like, I've never beaded before. And I was like, it's not bad. It's fun. A lot of people, I don't know, for some reason it scares them off, but it shouldn't. It's not that hard. One of my other ones is Well Rounded, and I'm working on the spring, guys. I have the bottom motif. I have the bottom one done, and I'm working on the center one. And this one will probably be a focus as well next year again, because I'd like to get it done, but you know, it's fine. Oh, hi. There's a string. And so we've got spring. So I just have to finish the other two, the other little floral motifs right there, and then it says bouquet underneath in brown, in this brown color. So, and then I can move on to the next one. And I have all the finishing bits for it. It's done on the called for Fabrics by Stephanie. I got the pattern, that pattern and what were supposed to be the correct fabrics from one place, and the fabrics were not correct. And so Acorns and Threads had the correct fabrics, so I used those. And then I had a new start. Next year, who is it? Let's see, Hannah from Hannah Dowling, and Corinne and Colleen from Grace Note Stitchers, and Carla from Craft Addict K, and Crystal, and I did not catch Crystal's last name, and Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Prim. We are doing the Dreaming of series from Rosewood Manor. So this is Dreaming of Irises. I'm actually doing, and I don't have the cover photo for it because it's actually taking motifs from this big one, but it's a mini sampler. So like all of the motifs are within this big one. But yeah, it's got an alphabet and it's got a welcome, and it's only like 90 by 110 or 120 or something like that. So it's much smaller than this. And I guess I really didn't like this big guy right there. So I wanted smaller irises. So that's what I'm doing. And here's my start on it. And most of us are doing different ones. I think Colleen and I are doing the same one, but that's my little start. And I'm going to put my initials and the date at the top of that one. So, and everybody will just choose a motif, and we'll stitch it and send it to the next person. And then I haven't started yet, but we're also stitching, oh, and Janet Jabber is hopping in with that one too. Hi, Janet. And this one's on Color and Cotton in Camelot 18 count Ada. So, which I won in one of their giveaways over the summer, or last year, I can't remember. But I did win it. It was pretty awesome. And Janet Jabber's joining us for the Dreaming of series and Stitch Along. We don't have a name for it really yet. But if you're stitching one of, or want to stitch one of the Rosewood Manors, you know, stitch along with us. I don't know if we'll have time to put you in for the round robin, but yeah, because that's not my call. But, and then also, there's a big old truck outside. But also, Corinne and Colleen, Crystal, Carla, Hannah and myself are also doing the Cross Stitch Nation. We're doing that one as a kind of round robin. So instead of having to mail that project out, Carla had a good idea that Colleen's going to spin a wheel, or Corinne's going to spin a wheel, and we get to pick which person, because there's 6 of us doing it, and then the gentleman that's on there we're going to stitch as the gentleman in our life. So, yeah, which I thought was kind of cool. Anyway, but yeah, that's where I'm at on that, and I'm sure you're all waiting to see where we're at. I'll just let you wait a little bit longer. No, just kidding. I'm terrible. Terrible, terrible. Blue Moroccan lace. We started some beading. And let me get this up here. And, oh, you can see the sparkle. So I'm started. So I haven't gotten these guys yet, or into here. But the whole top part is all sparkly. Let me pull that up, because that's so pretty. There you go. There you go, Colleen. There you go. So sparkly, so pretty. I got about 290 beads in last night. Some of those beads were done before I realized that I had to do that all over backstitch first. And so I didn't want to deal with the bead, like going under the bead. It was going to be a pain. So I decided not to do that. So hopefully I get beading done. I'm hoping within this week or next week. Definitely by the end of the month it'll be done. So yeah, that's all the stitching I have. So let's talk about plans. So magical stitches, and I don't know if I announced this or not, but around, I want to say it was around Halloween, is they announced the new theme of the Magical Stitches group, and Vicky Reading and Stitching announced it, and it's going to be like a murder mystery. It'll be really fun. I'm excited. And they're doing a whole new group. It's going to be a closed group, and so if you go to, I'll link the Google form below, because I want to say it's only open from like now until January, and then they're going to close it. So but I will get that information. I'll link it below. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm not really like a reader into the cozy mysteries, which is fine. Maybe I'll read one or two, but I'm excited for like kind of the sleuthing. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. The sleuthing nature of it, and yeah, it'll be fun. So, and I'll link that below. So yeah, it'll be a brand new group, because there's a lot of, and we were talking about that the other day, is that, you know, Enchanted Stitching is going just to kind of a social group only, and there's a lot of games and challenge groups that are closing that I think during the pandemic, you know, people were home and people could stitch and people could grade the stuff, and when admins made the switch to kind of self-grading, or, you know, I feel people didn't want to accept that challenge, or didn't like that they had to do their own work and not let, you know, somebody who's back at work do it for them. So and I mean, there's sometimes that you, like, I had to limit myself on challenge groups this year, and even on Magical Stitches I didn't do a ton of stuff. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Vicky. But you do what you gotta do, and you know, it's stitching, and stitching is not more important than your family or your commitments during real life. So, and I think a lot of people that don't have those commitments don't realize that. You know, those that don't have a family don't realize, hey, I can't just stitch because I'm running, you know, I can't just sit and stitch. So give people grace and be understanding. So, WhipGo! This is a spreadsheet that is on the WhipGo group from the amazing Jessie Does Stuff, who is also doing Flossmas this year, and I love seeing daily vlogs from her. She's just, she's opening a couple of advents, and I did not get on the advent train this year. I'm kind of bummed, but it's fine. Sammy J is also doing Advents, and then is also doing, not Advents, but a Flossmas. Her kids are doing a sock Advent. And Vicky from Reading and Stitching is doing a really interesting Flossmas. She is doing like a whip parade within her Flossmas. It's super cool. And Jessie Marie is doing a Flosstube update within her Flossmas. Or, yeah, which is really cool. I love it. But we're getting ready for WhipGo of 2022, which is Whip Be Gone, basically. Whip Gone. So, like I said, it is the creation of the fabulous Jessie Marie. And so I have my free space right there, and I am doing days, basically, like I did last year, because days really worked. I wasn't held to a stitch count. If I was working on something for a challenge group, I could do that. So it works really well. So what I've got on here is like categories and designers. So my box one is a stitch along, whether it be a stitch along with friends or one that was like Dark Queen of the Seas, but 5 days on that. 5 days working on a small or a couple of smalls, a series. So like the around the holidays or well rounded, any of those. Something that's a holiday is box 4. Box 5 is a Mira. Box 6 is hands-on design. Box 7 is a monochrome, or like a single thread, like my Dinus the Trick and the Treat is a one monochrome, is like a monochrome piece. A fancy lady, so that could be a Joan Elliott, it could be a Lavender and Lace, it could be a Mirabilia, it could be a Nora, any of those, whatever tickles my fancy. Box 9 I'm doing an FFO, because I've got a couple of things that I need to fully finish. Whether it be a drum or a flat finish. There's a couple of things I want to frame, but we'll get there later. Box 10 is a Nora for 5 days. Box 11 is a Mill Hill for 5 days, or Mill Hills, because I have a couple that are on the go. Box 12 is a Blackbird, because I've got a couple of Blackbirds. 13, of course, is free. And the way Jessie does that is some people will want to put a project in the free space, and some people, and she has a video explaining everything, and I'll link that below. But she's got a video explaining everything, and some people like the free space, some people like it as another project. So when the free space is called, like this year, the free space was called in January, and so we had free space out of the way, and we had 3 projects that month. So, which is totally cool, because some people want 2 projects to go all the time, which is fine. Or that's what I meant, 2 projects. My brain. And then 14 is a Lizzie Kate. 15 is a full coverage for 5 days. 16 is a BAP. So that could be a full coverage. That could be like a bigger, the Alice in Wonderland sampler is pretty big. Yeah, so there's lots of things there. A seasonal, a series. So I'm repeating myself on a couple of things. A Mira, monochrome, fancy lady, a mermaid, a Sal, hands-on design, and another FFO. So that's my board, and like Jessie says, your board, your rules. There's no rules in WhipGo, which is really, really nice. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, but it has to be correct, it has to be, no. And if you don't want to do something, switch it out. It's your board. There's no hard and fast rules. So but yeah. And haul. I've got some Stitchy Kindness. I ordered a bag from Vic, Stitch and Button, for a Christmas, so my husband could put that in my stocking type thing, because she had some stuff to send me, and I was like, oh yeah, I need that bag. So and then she sent other goodies with it, and one is for my mom that I need to get to her, but this was fun. It says Weekend of Laughter with Great People, and it says Stitch West 2021. Lots of fun. I love it. We got those bags from Cindy Sorley. And then this was, it's all kitted up, and it is a Sam Sarah, I think, and it's a it says Trick or Treat, and it's got some fancy floss like dinky dies. It's really cute. But it's just Sandman. And I want to say it was like a freebie or something. I can't remember. But yeah, so I got that. And then that is from Belinda. And then another one, and these are like, it was like a Halloween little stitch along thing. So yeah, she gave it to me all kitted up, kind of excited. These cute little, like, it has bats, and so that'll be fun. And then she had some, Belinda sent her a package, and there were some patterns I got, and some I'm borrowing, some are mine. Super excited to get this lady started. So I've got a couple Miras that started next year, Fairy Moon, and I'm going to stitch this lovely lady. And she's not mine, so you can't ask her for me. And she's not Belinda's either. So, but yeah, that would be Tiger Lily, who, yeah, lots of drama around this lady and Lady of the Flag and Violet. Oof, yes. And then this one Sammy is going to get next, which is this really pretty hummingbird by Nora Corbett. It's pretty much full coverage, but it's really, really cute. My cat is trying to get in here. Silly thing. And then this is Pull Stitches Dancing Gemstones. Hi, kitty. So that one's really fun. They remind me of, like, in Fantasia, the little, when they're doing the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, the snow part. And then Little Aussie Parrots by Rachel Fuzzy Fox Designs. Those are cute little guys. And I think that is it. Yes, that is it for now. So I will be doing some sewing and then doing some stitching, get some beading done. Super excited. Get off of the beading. Meow. Yes. So I hope you all are having a lovely holiday season wherever you are, and whatever holiday you celebrate, just happy holidays, because that's a great way to be all-encompassing. I hope you all have a great week. Happy stitching, happy knitting, happy creating, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye, my friends.